Hey, After Arts here, and in this video we're going to talk about muscle testing, what it is, how it works, and why it works. The text for this video is drawn from these four websites: physicaenergetics.com, visumlight.com, truthorganicspa.com, and for Dr. George Goodheart, wikipedia.org. All excellent, informative articles. The links will be in the description. Muscle testing is a bioenergetic assessment tool that many healing arts practitioners use to determine the nature of imbalances and therapeutic priority. A comprehensive understanding of the art and skillful application of the technique is vital to consistent, accurate, and replicable results. Muscle testing has been likened to a kind of body biofeedback used to evaluate changes in the body's subtle energy field and has been used for over 50 years by healing arts practitioners in clinics throughout the world. In the 1960s, the late Dr. George Goodheart utilized muscle testing as an energetic diagnostic tool to assess muscle, nerve, and meridian energy connections. More than just an energetic diagnostic procedure, his discoveries led to the creation of a new system of healing that came to be known as applied kinesiology. And to illustrate how legit Goodheart and his work was considered, especially in regards to sports medicine, in 1979, Goodheart accompanied the United States Olympic team to Lake Placid, New York, in the 13th Olympic Winter Games, as the first official U.S. Olympic team chiropractor. In addition to assessing the strength of an individual's muscle response, muscle testing can be used to assess the body's energetic response to specific stimuli. All kinds of stress, biochemical, electromagnetic, physical, emotional, and mental, impact the body's energy fields and subsequently register on the nervous system, creating a change in muscle response, which can be effectively monitored through a specific muscle testing challenge technique. Muscle testing has also proven to be an exceptionally helpful tool in the assessment of imbalances and evaluation of therapeutic options. It can help the practitioner to determine an individualized program tailored to the nutritional, homeopathic, botanical, etc. needs of the person. So, at this point, what we want to know is what's actually going on in the body that's making the muscle testing work. Because on the surface, it seems very woo-woo and pseudoscience-y, but as we will see, muscle testing really isn't woo-woo at all. Muscle Testing, The Gateway to the Subconscious Mind, by Suzanne Dworon, LICSW, CBCP. We are incredibly intelligent beings, but it's now widely understood that we use very little of our total brain's capacity. Our conscious mind is actually very limited. It can only do so much without getting sidetracked. Just try meditating for a few minutes. Within a few seconds, you'll find your mind wandering to something else. Our conscious mind is only about 5% of our total intelligence. Scientists are now suggesting that it might even be less than that. The much greater part of your brain power lies within the subconscious mind. It's like a human computer. It's active all the time and actually records everything you experience. Every face you've ever seen, every beautiful thing in nature, every smell, every song, every sound, every memory. It also stores every illness, every injury, every thought and feeling, every painful moment. The entire history of every cell in your body is archived in the subconscious mind. Your subconscious knows everything your body needs to achieve better health and balance, but most people don't know how to tap into this knowledge. Imagine if we had access to the other 95%. We actually do. Muscle testing is designed to bring subconscious information into conscious awareness. What if you could easily find out exactly what you needed in order to do better or feel better? Can you imagine what the potential impact would be on your emotional and physical well-being? Muscle testing allows us to access all of this. So, what exactly is muscle testing, aka applied kinesiology? Since the early 1900s, physicians and osteopaths have been studying how the state of our muscles can reveal a whole host of things. Within and surrounding the body is an intricate electrical network of pure energy. Because energy runs through the muscles in your body, if anything impacts your electrical system that does not maintain or enhance your body's balance, your muscles will virtually short-circuit or weaken. Don't worry, only temporarily. Things that might have an impact on your electrical system are thoughts and emotions, foods, toxins, other substances, and numerous imbalances. Using your muscles, we can discover what weakens or strengthens your body. This process is called applied kinesiology, or more commonly referred to as muscle testing. Muscle testing taps into the subconscious mind, which allows us to answer questions about our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It's a non-invasive method designed to determine the potential underlying causes of physical and emotional issues. It's simply a really cool way we can ask your body questions and get clear answers, like a direct line to the subconscious mind. How is muscle testing done? Energy healing with muscle testing is a unique, life-changing approach. It's helpful to understand the difference between a strong, positive response and a weak, negative response. Therefore, when accessing your subconscious by asking various yes and no questions, your muscles will respond by either remaining strong for questions that ring true, or will falter with weakness when answers are false. The amazing thing is the vast amount of information we can access with muscle testing. There are a number of different, quick, and effective muscle testing techniques. 1. Finger circle test. Form a circle with your thumb and ring finger. Insert your index finger from the opposite hand into the circle. Try to keep the circle as firmly closed as possible and test the strength of your circle, how easily you can pass your index finger through the thumb and ring finger with factual and false statements. Make a true statement, then try to pass your index finger through the circle. You may find you cannot, or it requires a lot of force. Make a false statement, then try to pass your index finger through the circle. Was less force required that time? Typically, it would be easiest to break the circle when stating something that isn't true. Once you've done this with a few statements, you would have an idea of what a weak signal feels like. With a baseline established, you can now use this method to address questions pertaining to your health. 2. Sway test. Begin by adopting a firm stance with your feet shoulder width apart. If testing food, vitamin, or supplements, hold the item in one hand. Place that hand over your heart, then cover it with the other. Make an affirmative statement regarding the item, like, "This is good for me," or "This is good for my body." Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and clear your mind. When you finally note a difference in your posture, open your eyes to see if you've leaned forward, an affirmative response, leaning toward what is good for you, or you've tilted backward, a negative response, leaning away from what is bad for you. 3. Arm strength test. Best to use a second person, but can be done by yourself. Hold your arm straight out in front of you. You'll try to push your arm down with the other hand while keeping your arm as stiff as possible. Test how much force is required to bring your arm down, if at all, after a true statement and after a false statement. It's typically easier to bring the arm down after making a false statement. Once you've gauged the force required in both scenarios, you can use this method to inquire about your health. Note that if you're working alone, odds are that your arm will tire and naturally go down. This is why it is best to have someone else perform the test or to self-administer the test, but only a few times before arm fatigue sets in. 4. Pendulum. Not as popular, but very easy to do. This test involves holding a pendulum in front of you and observing which way it swings when validating a statement and which way it swings when invalidating a statement. To perform this test, sit up straight and grasp the pendulum chain between your index finger and thumb. Let the pendulum dangle as far down as necessary to produce a signal. For some people, that would be 3 inches. For others, 5 inches or longer. You can hold your hand out in front of your body, near your heart, or have it propped on the back of a chair. As with all other methods, make a few true and false statements to observe how the pendulum swings when statements are true and when they are false. Once you've noted the differences between the two, you've established a baseline and can now proceed to inquire about your health. So, in conclusion, let's put all of this together and restate what makes muscle testing so important. Muscle testing can give us insight into the inner workings of our subconscious in ways that Western medicine techniques can't. Not only does proper muscle testing allow us to identify the stresses and imbalances within our bodies, but because a majority of our physical, emotional, and mental processing occurs outside of our awareness, muscle testing is also an effective way to pinpoint key happenings at an unconscious level. Both practitioners and clients find that muscle testing is a beneficial way to achieve a stable mind-body balance. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you'd like to support my work, please consider purchasing my book, Bullhead: How We Escaped California and Found Our American Dream, available as an ebook or an audiobook, narrated by yours truly. And as always, wishing you health and happiness. After Arts Out.